Hi there folks, a big global investor is in town. It's the world's largest private equity fund. In fact, it's the largest owner of commercial and retail real estate in India. It's been pumping in money into India since 2006 and it's invested as much as $50 billion. Yes, you guessed right. I am talking about US investment giant Blackstone. Now Blackstone of course has a diversified portfolio in India and it's invested in several sectors, be it IT, which is emphasis. You've also got online learning platforms, Simply Learn. Then you have visa outsourcing, VFS Global. So that's the range of sectors that Blackstone has bet on, and of course, it's really bullish as far as the Indian real estate sector is concerned. And many believe that it's been one of the driving forces behind REITs or real estate investment trusts in India. Now, what's special about this particular trip? On this trip, we have Jonathan Gray, who's the president of Blackstone, and he, along with Amit Dixit, who's the head of Asia Blackstone Private Equity, held a media roundtable. And we at Moneycontrol believe that some of the takeaways from this roundtable are very important for you, the viewer, and therefore we're going to try and look at some of the key components of the commentary that came in from John Gray. Firstly, they are very clear. They are bullish in India because they believe that the fundamentals for long-term growth in India are outstanding. In fact, Gray also pointed out that roughly half of their Asia exposure of Blackstone is in India. Then he said that India can continue to grow at a much faster rate than other parts of the world, and that's definitely a very promising sign, because that means that perhaps there will be more investments from Blackstone going ahead in 2023. For us in India, the best is yet to come. That's something he said emphatically. That's another indication perhaps of the aggressive deal making that we could see from this US-based investment giant. From a policy point of view, what's interesting is that, he pointed out that major reforms of the government, especially those relating to REITs, those relating to GST, that's created a sort of facilitative atmosphere, and that's spurred capital inflows into India. From an opportunity point of view, keep in mind though that Blackstone has made a lot of money in several sectors. They've been successful in ITES, they've been successful in real estate, but they've not been very big on infra. So when I asked Jonathan Gray regarding their plans for infrastructure, he did say that going ahead, they do look at infra as a pocket that Blackstone could look at, but not anything specific immediately. So that's the signal he gave as far as infrastructure is concerned. Now, globally, if you look at Blackstone, look at this whopping figure. They've got $187 billion of dry powder to invest. And we'll have to wait and watch to see how much of that goes towards India. Of course, that will be part of the Asia Fund. He also said that the firm is in remarkable shape. It's got a market cap of $120 billion with virtually no debt. So therefore, Blackstone seems to be doing very well in these troubled, challenging times. But Gray also did admit that it's tough to deploy capital from an investment point of view currently because of the uncertain global macroeconomic environment and of course several geopolitical factors. And he did say that one might continue to see a slowdown in the global economy, and that going ahead the conditions, the markets are likely to be choppy. Very interestingly, we also had a key takeaway coming in from Amit Dixit. Amit Dixit said that Blackstone going ahead will look at minority investments in high growth companies. Recently, if you recollect, they had been part of a fundraising round of this logistics player Express Beast. So there is a clear indication that minority investments could be something that Blackstone will look at in the coming days, and that's interesting purely because they are known as a buyout fund. They usually go for these controlled deals wherein they acquire a majority stake. So that in a nutshell are some of the key takeaways that came in from the Blackstone top brass. Stay tuned to Moneycontrol for more news, views and updates. This is Ashwin Mohan signing off.